Well, hello and welcome people of the internet to Crimsonwood. As part of our ongoing Steam Next Fest coverage, this is a top-down shooter roguelike right now. It will eventually be a roguelite, but the meta progression system is not currently implemented in this version of the demo. So we are just going to go in, choose a character, and then shoot our way through a dungeon. To start, we can choose from one of 3 characters, or it looks like there's going to be 6. But there's no breakdown of what the characters actually do until you jump into the game. I'm not sure if they have like different stats or anything, or it's just their weapons. If it is just their weapons, we'll give a quick breakdown here. This guy basically just has a pistol and a buzzsaw. The buzzsaw just shoots out in a straight line. We have an archer here who has a crossbow. I don't remember what the archer's special ability is, so actually we'll probably just start there. And then we have this electro character. So she has a chain lightning gun that she can also summon an electro turret, basically. So let's go ahead and start with the archer here. I haven't tried this character out yet. Let's see here. So, here we are. The archer just starts in a slightly different spot than everybody else. That's why I was a little bit thrown off. So here's a quick breakdown if you don't want a tutorial, but it's pretty straightforward. We have, let's see, so we have our crossbow, and then we have a special ability, which throws some daggers around. Specials do use mana. Unfortunately, there's no mana regen. You have to pick up these mushrooms to get your mana back. I do wish there was a slight mana regen system. It doesn't have to be a ton, you know, maybe 1 per second, but something so that way we don't have to rely on constantly trying to farm out mushrooms. Now, so we're going to pick up one of these abilities, which I believe is going to go into my queue. No, it's not. So we can only have one. Okay, so I think because it's blue, it's highlighting here. There are some characters. So, for example, this character here, the electro character, she has a Q. She does not have a right click. I'm not sure necessarily what the difference is. I'm surprised you can't just like put this on your Q, but her right click is open, so we could select one of these. So it's a little odd then that they would give me an ability that I can't actually. I mean, I can select, but it would get rid of the ability that I already have. It's a little bit weird. And also, it doesn't tell me what it actually is. Now, in this case, we could take it and we could try it out. But in other cases, like when you go to the shop, for example, it will look like this. And then you have to buy it in order to take it. You can't actually know what it is before you take it. Not a big fan of that system. I feel like the game should definitely tell you what it is you're buying before you take it. Okay, so this character has piercing. So we have the chain lightning girl, who, you know, bounces between enemies. This guy just has piercing. And there is reload, so be careful of that. You got to know that when you're reloading. But there is a sound effect on it, so that's pretty helpful. Now, I have not tried the first guy who has the pistol. I've tried the girl with the chain. This is the first time I'm playing with this archer. So far, the archer actually feels stronger than the chain lightning girl. Okay, we have our first chest. Let's go ahead and open that up. Unfortunately, it's a crimson pistol, and I don't. Oh yeah, I'm definitely not taking that. I like my crossbow. Wait a minute. Hold up. Why did that first dagger only shoot out 1? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, see, it feels like it should always be doing that. Maybe it's just a bug. It's always hard to know when you're playing these early demos. It's like, is something a feature or a bug? I mean, if it's not working properly, then it's probably a bug, but at the same time, it's hard to tell because I have no way, like, hovering over the skill doesn't tell me anything. There's nothing in the menus, so I don't know if it's like, you know, if it's like a rogue ability, right? Maybe that there's a chance that there's like a 5% chance that it just, like, fails. There should be, yeah, okay, I was going to say there should be a reward in this room. The purple stones is going to be for meta progression, I believe, but that's not in the game right now, so it doesn't really do anything. Yeah, so for example, like here's our first shop, right? And now I know for a fact, because I've done it before, and it's green, so thankfully, you know, it shows you green up here, the health, so this is health. But it doesn't tell you how much it heals. I believe it's 40, but it's like, Tell me how much it heals. There should be a tooltip above this that tells you. We could go ahead and buy a key, but I feel like I should probably find, because it's possible that a chest would use gold. And then we have 2 weapons here, but it doesn't tell me anything about the weapons. So I'm not going to take those. I can't anyway. Don't have enough gold. Okay, we got a little elite here. Let's go ahead and take him out. Yeah, dude, this skill just, like, clears rooms. So far, this is easily the best skill. Actually, this is just by far the best character, and so far, it's just not close. Okay, yeah, so see, in this case, I can see what all these do. Increase player explosion damage. Well, we're not doing any of that, so let's just do increased damage of skills. I think there might be some accuracy to this weapon too, because it's definitely not shooting where I'm pointing. At least if I'm far away. But again, it's like, if there's accuracy in the game, I feel like that should be something... I mean, I'm figuring it out on the fly, but... With the chain lightning gun, the chain lightning was always on target. So I don't know if it's a weapon thing, or if it's just a... If you shoot from farther away, that's bound to happen. Oh, great. We got another frog lizard. Alright, come on, frog lizard. Eat it. Okay. This character is good at clearing out hordes. Single target, we're lacking a little bit. Maybe we can find some damage for our main weapon here eventually. There we go. We get our gold. We get our level up. Increase player health. Increase projectile. No, just take the health. None of that other stuff really feels like it's necessary. Oh. So we can spend 40 health to open the chest. Alright, let's see what we get. We got a magnum. I wish I knew... man, I wish I knew how much damage this did. Because I feel like the piercing on this is just so good. Well, let's do this. We can always come back to this weapon, I believe. Fingers crossed. So let's go into the next room. We'll try out the magnum, see how good it is, and then maybe we come back for our crossbow. That being said, I'm going to come this way first. I can see if there's enemies down here. While we're on our way, grab a key. Also grab the heal. Yeah, so this is higher single target damage. I wish I could have two weapons. Because this is definitely better for, like, the higher health enemies, obviously. Maybe I should just keep this. Because I already have my skill that's really good at clearing out hordes of enemies. That being said, with this weapon, though, rather than taking the health, it would have been better for me to take the projectile duration, because this weapon doesn't shoot very far. What is this? Is this the boss arena? I've not been here yet. Oh, it's a trial. Okay. Good God, dude. These blades, I think the blades are too good. To be completely honest, compared to the Electra character, I don't think it's close. That this character is just a million times better. We'll play the other characters so you can see the difference. Oh, and it gives us meta progression stuff that doesn't matter. Okay. Well, we at least know that's in the game for the future, though. Okay, so let's make our way up through here. Do I want to go this way? I think I just want to cross the spike pit. Yeah, it's not that hard to cross this. Never mind. That's my bad memory coming into play, where I literally forgot 2 seconds later, forgot which spike pick was going to activate. Pro tip, guys, don't get old. Don't get old. Yeah, like each of these shots, you can see they're doing 40 damage. Our bow is only doing, what, 10 a hit? So it would have taken us a lot longer to take care of these mushrooms. I think this is the right pick. I think it is. Okay, so that opened the door that way. Let's pick up these mushrooms. Okay, that looks to be all the mana in this room. There's an arrow up here, so maybe this is to the next... This must be to the next phase of the dungeon? Yeah, we're going to the Rainy Grove now. Okay. Lantern is empty. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Okay, well, this is much easier than last time we had all these bats attack us. Increase overall player damage. Increase weapon... no, I'm going to do lifetime. Yeah, now my Magnum has pretty good range. Don't have to be so up close and personal. You know what? I'm also going to turn down the sound. Music's fine, but now with this weapon, it's so loud. Is there anything up here? No, just a singular mushroom. A mushroom. Alright, let's continue on. Just had to go pick up some food. Or I should say, get the food that was outside on my front porch before it gets too cold. Dagger it up. Yeah, dude, this character's so good. Comparatively, it's just, dude. Okay, balancing needs to commence. Balancing needs to commence immediately. There is no reason to not pick this character. Or let me clarify: there is no reason not to pick this skill. The skill is just too powerful. I will take it. I'm never going to say no to more power. However, compared to the other characters, the other characters will not see any play. Now, does that really matter in a first-person game or in a single-player game? Probably not, to be completely honest. Well, we already got full mana, so we don't have to worry about that. So I think the next thing I'm probably going to look for is fire rate for this gun. We're still firing pretty good, but I'd like to fire a little bit faster. I mean, we're just one-shotting. Oh, God. Okay. Did not expect to see that there. That was a brand new enemy for me. Okay, let's see. What's this way? Oh, a shop. Okay. Yeah, see, I wish I knew. I mean, I'm not going to take it because this weapon is really good, but I feel like this weapon could also be good. It looks cool. It's probably like a shotgun, but I don't want to, like... And there's no way I'm taking this. So I don't know how to find purple abilities. I mean, I guess they probably just show up at some point. But to be honest, I don't even know if I would use another ability because that just means that I have to use mana on it. And why would I use mana on something that's not these knives? Oh, okay, so we got a dark room here. Let's be careful about the spikes. No need to take unnecessary damage just to go faster. Oh my god, they just get obliterated. Honestly, what could probably fix this, you gotta fix the piercing. I think the piercing on that is way too high. Maybe pierce once, if that. If every one of those daggers can pierce through every enemy, I think it's just way too good. I mean, it's just shredding. Okay, let's pick up the mushrooms down here. Actually, can I just, like, kite all these out? Can you just all come at me at once, please? Yeah, because then I can just clear the room all at one time. Except for now, when I'm out of mana. But then we just clear the room. Projectile lifetime, mana... I don't think increasing our max mana doesn't really matter, to be honest. I'm just going to take the range up. Again, I still kind of feel like there should be some kind of permanent mana regen. And then in-game, as you take upgrades, you can take upgrades to that and increase it. But it doesn't have to start very high, right? Could be like 1 a second or something like that, and then instead of that, increase your max mana, because the max mana I don't think really matters. You could increase how much mana you reach on a second. Because I'm really not finding it to be... So the reason I say that it's not a big deal, right, is because the system is probably like this, so that way it's supposed to be more of a challenge, so that way you can't use your skill as often in rooms. But I'm really not finding it much of a challenge, and again, there's got to be kind of a caveat here, right, because I think the skill is just too good. I have noticed it on the other character that I tried, that occasionally I would want to use my skill and not have the mana for it. But if there's enough mushrooms here to recover mana, and I'm not finding it a struggle to keep my mana active, then you could almost argue that the mana system as it currently is with regen is not really a big deal. So having extra mana regen is not necessarily making the game easier if I don't already... It's just a quality of life thing, right? If the mechanics as they are not making the game harder in any way, then you might as well just add an equality of life feature for it. Yeah, that just, like... Oh, God, it's funny. Oh, it's funny. Okay, just be careful of the spikes. Oh, we got a key. Nice. We haven't been finding very many chests, though, to be fair. Is this a chest? Hey, look at that. Just as we call it out. Okay, so this is going to lead us back up. Don't want to go that way, so I think we're just going to continue going down. Is there a map? Duh. There's a thing that says show map. Oh, it's literally just a dead end. Okay. So then I think instead of just going through this room, unless it goes back down here, I'm just going to go straight up. It is possible that the boss room is all the way over to the right here, but let's go straight up. Hey, look at that. We picked the right direction. Okay, so now, is this going to throw me immediately against a... Okay, it is. It's like, is this just going to throw me immediately against the boss, or do I have to go through a whole level? Okay, so for boss fights, I'm fine with not showing health bars on all the other enemies. For bosses, though, I think there should definitely be a health bar somewhere. Okay, well, boss died. Boss definitely died. Just in case there's something after this, I want to pick up the mana, just so I have it. Might as well be prepared. Oh, what the heck is that? Thank you for playing. Oh, so is that it? So I basically just have to retry. Okay. Yeah, so pretty cool. Let's go ahead. So let's take a look real quick at like this character and kind of do, I'm not going to do a full run or anything, but we'll kind of just see the difference of kind of how it works. I'll just take this. I'm not going to use it though. I'm going to use her starting ability, but just kind of show you the difference. I'm going to see if I can find some like really busy rooms. And like, we'll use this ability here. And, like, just, you know, just as an example here, right? Like, this room would pretty much already be cleared out. And it also uses way more mana. Now, this we can't really compare, right? Because we had a totally different gun. But even our projectile, or not projectile, our crossbow was doing a lot more damage. Not necessarily damage, it was just piercing. Yeah, like, let's take this. Okay, that seems pretty good. Let's go ahead and set up a turret here. We get a level up, increased damage and skills. So, you guys, I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not going to do a full other run. I'll quickly show off the other character just so you can kind of see what it's like, because the gameplay is the same between all the characters, right? And then this character, we just have a pistol, which is basically the same as the Magnum, just probably less damage. And we got a blade that we shoot out in front of us. So, other than that, like, it's a cool little shooter roguelike. Again, there's going to be upgrades, just not yet. Yeah, it's really just like clarification. I really just want clarification, like the character that we pick at the start, is it just the weapons that we get, or are there any kind of other stat bonuses? I also think it's weird, again, that I don't know. So part of me thinks that rather than just being another skill, this should just be a relic. So that way you kind of have, maybe it leans you in a different direction. So for example, let's say that these two relics were, hypothetically, let's say increased lightning damage, increased fire damage. Then it's like, oh, maybe I'm going to take the fire damage one and then hunt for a fire weapon in the dungeon. But I already have a skill here, so it's like, why would I want to replace it? because I'm picking, like, when I'm selecting a character, so let's go back to the main menu, right? We come in here, okay, I'm going to select a character. What does my kit want to be? Well, let's go ahead and pick the archer here, because that's a bad example, because this is the most busted skill in the game. I want to play this character, okay? I want to have the pistol and the buzzsaw. So we take that, come in here, and then it's like, well, I already know that I want to play with the buzzsaw as my skill, so why am I going to take one of these to replace it? I'm not sure that this system is exactly what you want it to be. It could be that maybe this is your Q ability that you want to replace. So if you have a character, because right, if we take a look at the other character over here, the Electro character, she doesn't have a skill over here. She only has a purple. And so in like this case, boom. Okay, now we have a full kit. So I feel like this should change. If that's going to be the case, and you're going to allow for some characters to have a full kit, you should probably change it so that way when you have a character who doesn't have the purple skill, then only purple skills show up here. But as of right now, this kind of only benefits this one character. And again, I have no idea what this battery is. So clarification, right? Clarification on weapons showing probably like rate of fire, reload speed, damage, all that kind of stuff, ammo. So when you select a weapon, like when you go to the shop, you know what you're picking as opposed to just blindly buying. And same thing with relics. Should definitely be able to like either maybe not hover over, maybe when you pause and you hover over, it shows you, but like clicking on it doesn't do anything. So I have no idea what this battery does. So yeah, just kind of clarification. Also, small thing about settings. So first of all, settings is just sound right now, which I'm assuming will get fixed once we get into kind of early access or full release. You may, well, now I'm talking directly to the developers here, but you may want to consider, so in case you haven't noticed, people watching, there's like a like an old school like CRT overlay on the screen. Like you can see there's lines, there's also blooming around our character. You may want an option to turn that off. Some players may not like that just because it can kind of, at times it could potentially muddy up the image. So you may want to have that on as a toggle. That's something that I've seen a lot in games where they have like, you know, like retro feel, and you can either turn the retro feel on or off, just as an option for settings. But other than that, guys, this has been Crimsonwood. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and back to the menu. Crimsonwood, if you like the video, if you like the game, well, first of all, let me know down below in the comments. But also, if you like the video, would you kindly smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more roguelike action. I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.